2. 1. Yo, the change starts with you and your frame of mind of thinking. Knowledge is a hostage and freedom's an alcoholic. Drunk with greed, families working 40 all your weeks and can't make the basic needs, and you call that living free? We're planting seeds from an early age to raise the slave market in your children's face to shape the way that they behave. Encourage them to crave and be mindlessly entertained. Ignorance reigns when the slave can't see his change. The ideas that bind up and driven from our minds and all aspects of our lives have become hard to define. Like every nation's working with state taxation when the value of the save is decimated by inflation. Why they're scripting and scraping the rich, saving the tax havens. The money that they're making ends up straight into the Caymans. Now back to the treasury, they're burying you deep. They threw them up on migrants or the benefit thieves, but it wasn't the benefit thieves or the migrants. They gamble with your money, starting the financial crisis. The tyrants were not the kids that looted in the riots. It's the ones who loot the countries for the profit that is private. You gotta open up your eyelids, cause we need you to defeat any. Striking down like human repeatedly. Didn't give a damn about the fucking rights of man. It's secondary to the fucking private plunder plan. The private plunder plan, they polarize the proletariat. They penetrate with predatory philosophies to perpetrate war. They're spreading it, that they're inventing it. The wealth of legally they get lobbied for representing it for definite. But we refuse to eat their excrement. Diatribe and legion and reasons our only testament. Invest in it. Invest in it. Invest in it. Invest in it. The ones that change growth, breeding on the rising side. It's a root before your very eyes. Seek the way, speak the mind, politicize the unified public. That the figure when the public space is occupied. The ones that change growth, breeding on the rising tide. History's uprooted, it's unfolded right before your eyes. Speak your mind, seek the ways, politicize the unified. The players with the people when the public space is occupied. Publics with the people when the public space is occupied. Players with the people when the public space is occupied. The pluggers with the people when the public space is occupied. Thank you. Occupy Manchester. I am Diatribe from Diatribe The Crimson Underground. I'm gonna say that like this. Yeah. Diatribe on the crimson underground. There's no need to wonder now. Hitting you up the often thunder sound. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, putting out the frauds of life. The more than obvious. Diatribe on the crimson underground. There's no need to wonder now. Hitting you up the often thunder sound. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, putting out the frauds of life. Yo, we're pointing out the flaws, man-made laws of fake thoughts. A politician speaks and a journalist scribbles frantically, thinking they're unmasking ye. They find another mask made up of the past, and the questions that they never asked. They feed the system with lack of criticism and non-objective vision. Their silence is infrequent in their minds, caught up with webs of information lines. Snakes on the plates or spiders eat the flies by the race. They tell one side. They know most will never track down the context, arguments of background, and their intentions in sense and question for corporate investment. Monopolies on third world economies. Fuck democracy, top of leaders elected properly. Salvador Allende, the election of Hamas. Europeans just a terrorist and let the sanctions blast. Politics is the shadow cast over society by big business. Open your mind to bear witness. What needs to be seen takes more than just your eyes. They disconnect your sight from mind. They approach you when you're blind. Be wise, hear the cries for life raised high above their lives. The unity that solidifies will be the first sight of their demise. And the national rebellion spanning over borders. Dormant for noise, just like an unexploded mortar. Diatribe on the crimson underground. There's no need to wonder now. To end you with the often thunder sound. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, pointing out the flaws of life. The more than obvious. Diatribe the crimson underground. There's no need to wonder now. To end you with the often thunder sound. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, pointing out the flaws of life. Politicians never play fair. If we gotta take more than their fair share, then they hell bear. We be saying farewell to welfare. They benefits, then everyone would share the gifts that exist before so greedy businesses get patented. It's disastrous that homelessness even exists. Failure of the structure of the system, and our mercy cares not what the have-nots do. You don't got. They love high gates from the estates where they leave us all they rot because of greed. Someone sow seeds in a place like this till the evolution of human fetuses develop metaphors. The system persists. They fight from the beginning where no one is listening. We scrape some prospects on a patent still. They show us that this will. The spirit cannot be tamed. The gathers freedoms and rights from a device to try to enslave it and tame it. Nugget tries to take those rights away and limit what you say if you denounce their evil ways. Some are still trapped in the maze. Can't hear the brothers yelling. The government talks of recession, subsidizing weapon selling, cost of public spending, fuck state repression. We own you. The spiritual evolution hasn't ended with a told you. The eventual revolution will have them feeling like they stole you. It won't change by changing the leadership food for at the pools too. It's a structure that controls you. The wise man say the leaves change on the trees, but the roots they stay the same. The thieves change, the corporations, politicians that reign. If the citizens do change it, we must shoulder the blame. Free complacency. Complacency. Diatribe and the Crimson Underground. There's no need to wonder now. And you have the fucking underside. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, pointing out the flaws of life. They're more than obvious. Diatribe and the Crimson Underground. There's no need to wonder now. And you have the fucking underside. Bring your beats pumping against your consciousness, pointing out the flaws of life. Thanks very much.